Wake up, Jamaica.
Hi guys, sorry, I almost forgot. I'm already live. Okay. Hold on a second. How long have I been live for? 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, my fault. I'm just waiting for my co-host, but basically, okay. Yeah. So just wanted to talk a little bit about the Vikings. I know. Oh my God, I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, I just want to talk about the Vikings, how we're doing. Um, well, basically, tough news, tough luck. We're not gonna make the playoffs. Um, as it was obvious, kind of with the um, really bad loss we had to the Packers. That game was so uninteresting. I kind of stopped watching, to be honest. But at the end of the day, basically what happened is we lost. I think 37-10 was the final score. Kirk Cousins was unable to play, our starting quarterback, so we had to go with our backup quarterback Sean Mannion, who, mm, I mean, I didn't expect us to do much with our backup quarterback. Man, I think Kellen Mond. Well, Kellen Mond did actually get some playing time. But I feel like there was another quarterback that was actually supposed to have got the start after Kirk Cousins got hurt. Um, but I guess it kind of worked out that way. That Sean Mannion was the one that ended up starting. Um, at the end of the day, we're not gonna make the playoffs, like I said. I think we just kind of got to start looking at our next. To be honest, just our next moves for the offseason. I would focus on the offseason. I would maybe think about, like, obviously we only have one more game to go. I would try to win the game against the Bears, which would, I think, put us at, like, was it 8-9 maybe? Is that gonna be our record? Um, but it's just tough. I mean, being a Viking fan, knowing that you have all this talent, obviously there's a lot of really good teams this year in the NFL. I think that was one of actually the biggest things. Like, the Packers are a very good team. So is the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Buccaneers. I could go on. I think the Eagles are going to make the playoffs. Actually, since with the Vikings lost, they're going to make the playoffs. Um, I don't know. I mean, I feel like we definitely had some really tough games. The Cardinals. I mean, there has been some tough. I feel like there's actually a lot of talented teams this year. So the product of the NFL this year, I feel like, was not many bad teams other than the Lions, which are always bad, and then some other teams. But I feel like overall, every team this year was pretty competitive. Every team we played was competitive, and not just because of our fault. It's actually generally, I felt like the NFL this year was pretty competitive. Um, but we also were supposed to be pretty competitive, and we were competitive. We have all the talent in the world again with Justin Jefferson, even KJ Osborne, looking like he's going to be a pretty big receiver for us if he stays with us. Adam Thielen, when healthy. We have Dalvin Cook, Alexander Madison. So just to see our moves next season is going to be interesting. To be honest, yeah, there's not much talk about the game. We lost the game, so that was the next thing to think about is what's going to happen as far as coaching staff, and then as far as the quarterback situation, and maybe which areas we need to improve on in the draft or maybe in trades or whatever. Um, I would say personally, I think MIke Zimmer is out the door. I mean, I saw one interview he did where um, they talked about like, he was asked a question about what he thinks his role is going forward. He kind of admitted that um, he doesn't really know, and it's not his decision to make. But I was still surprised that he kind of didn't plead his case to stay with the Vikings. To me, it kind of seems like he's kind of checked out himself. He's not really, I guess, looking forward to continue to play with us, or to continue to coach the Vikings. So going forward, I know there's some coaches that are available. I think Doug Peterson, that used to coach the Eagles, is a coach that's available. I wouldn't mind seeing him as our next head coach. Obviously, there's not much. I don't know how many options there are. I don't think Mike Tomlin is available as a head coach, but it would still be nice to, let's see. There we go. It would still be nice to see if maybe, like, we can talk to Mike Tomlin and talk to some of the other coaches that might be available. I was just talking about how the Vikings are currently doing and what should be our next move for the offseason.
Face down an imminent threat of nuclear war. One
Can
of
you hear me?
region Selma, Alabama, the preacher of his time, marched us straight to passing voting rights for every American. At a gate in West Berlin, a late-generation American president demanded an enemy superpower tear down a wall
Can you hear me?
and liberate a continent.
Yeah, I can hear you.
American generation
Can you hear me?
answering the call
Yeah.
of their time.
I think you have your TV in the background, though.
Okay, yeah, let me turn the volume off.
For
Okay.
today's generation of leaders, the call has come again. to
Yeah, I
protect
can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was just talking about the Vikings. It looks like, to be honest, for me, there's not much to talk about the game. We lost the game. I mean, I was kind of expecting us to lose when we had our backup quarterback. There was not much. There was not much I expected as far as us winning that game. But to me, I'm already looking at the future. I want us to win the Bears game, but I'm already looking at the future of like what moves we should be trying to make going forward in the off season and then getting ready for next season. To be honest.
Yeah, I, I think the Packers just pretty much proved to the Vikings what kind of team we really are on Sunday, because we finally lost the way we're supposed to be. I know we've been playing other teams really close, but the Packers just exploited the Vikings and showed us what kind of team we are this season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But to me, I mean, the Packers they did exploit us, but at the same time, I kind of felt like it was long due. This year, to me, it just I don't know. This year just wasn't the year for the Vikings, and I'm not even worried. I'm like, even if we made the playoffs, I was kind of already like we've already shown that we're not a. I don't even know what the word is. We're not, consistent. We're not a consistent team. That's basically the biggest thing, consistency. We were not consistent in anything we did. So to me, right now, I'm already looking at the future. I just I want Mike Zimmer out. I don't know what coaches are going to be available. Whether it's going to be um, Doug Peterson for the Eagles. I know that you said a Patriots offensive coordinator. That would actually be a very good coach. The Patriots were able to turn their season around and they were going to make the playoffs. And the fact that they were able to change their program from last year struggling that quickly shows that other teams are able to, even when they lose players and they lose a bunch of talent, they're able to just turn around their season. Somehow the Vikings just know how to be an average team, and we seem like we can never really consistently win. So I don't know. I just want a coach that actually knows how to win, and just the atmosphere for the Vikings that we know that knows how to win, basically.
Yeah, the Vikings, were really inconsistent this season, and yes,
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, for me, I would say the biggest thing is just getting rid of our head coach. We have to get rid of our head coach. I don't care. When I saw the interview that Mike Zimmer had, I didn't like the interview he had because he was acting like he doesn't even care that we lost, basically, to me.
yeah, he did look like he didn't really care that we lost. I feel like he feels like his job is safe.
Oh, you think he thinks his job is safe? For me, I feel like he knows his job is not safe, and he probably already knows he's not gonna come back next season.
I know Doug. I forgot his first name, but Peterson, the cornerback.
Oh, Patrick.
The corner, Patrick Peterson. He praised Mike Zimmer and said that Zimmer did a good job. So I know there are some players that want to see Mike Zimmer come back.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
but I definitely think that Zimmer has to go now, because there's no way we have this much talent and then we don't make the playoffs, and then the games that we've lost, I feel like Mike Zimmer didn't do a good job coaching.
Yeah, no. Yeah, for me, I would say that, yeah, trust me, it's Mike Zimmer or the offensive coordinator or whoever. It's mostly, or actually even our defensive play calling was bad too.
I know,
yeah, everything was just bad. I don't know. To me, trust me, I don't know. I know this is actually what I'm gonna say. Like, I don't know what coaches are available, but I want an aggressive play calling coach, like a Sean Payton. Sean Payton to me is one of the most aggressive coaches I know the Saints. I think this year are struggling. I believe, but Sean Payton is one of the most like aggressive play caller I've ever known as a coach.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised. To be honest, am I the only one that thinks Mike Zimmer changed from when he first got here?
you believe Mike Zimmer what?
Changed from when he first got here. Like his play calling and just in general, everything about him seemed like it changed.
Yeah, it does feel like this season he did look like he changed the way he calls plays to when he first got here.
Like that's what I'm saying. He plays so unaggressively. It's just like when he first got here, I swear. Like first of all, the way they brought him, they said he was like a defensive genius, and then I felt like he had like a very like serious, like almost to the point where he was like a Bill Belichick, where like it seems like everything he does is very serious and nobody can ever like mess with him. And to me, I used to be like, damn, this is the coach we need. He seems like he's so like business minded. He's just trying to get the job done. He doesn't care about anything else other than winning. And then all of a
Yeah,
sudden now it's
yeah. I feel like the last few seasons he's been play calling very conservative.
I know. I'm saying he's so conservative, and also it seems like when he talks, like he seems uninterested. Like it's not really like his head is not in the game.
To me, when he talks like his job is safe to me.
Or maybe it's that too, but he just doesn't have any fire. Like it seems like he calmed down a lot, and to me, it's been a long time. He should have been gone. I feel like I don't know if I said it last year, but yeah, trust me, he's definitely got to go. I don't. If we keep him, I'm gonna be mad as hell. I don't care who wants him on the team. He needs to go.
I know. Yeah, we definitely gotta get a new coach.
Yeah, to me, that's the biggest thing. I even would keep Kirk Cousins over Mike Zimmer. But to me, to be honest, man, if there was a way we can get rid of Kirk Cousins, I would too, because I just can't think of who we would get if we got rid of him.
I don't know. To me, I want to keep Kirk Cousins. I feel like Kirk Cousins did his job to me.
Man,
I feel like he did enough of his job to stay for me. So I feel like we need to keep Kirk Cousins.
I mean, that's the problem. He did enough. That's all he knows how to do. Enough. He doesn't know how to go above and beyond. Like at the end of the day, to me, like I get the offensive play calling is very bad, and I know sometimes our offensive line wasn't protecting him. But I felt like there was moments where he could have proved to me that, you know what? To me, there's moments where I'm thinking, okay, like I'm not saying I like to have somebody to blame. Obviously, it's a team sport. But to me, when I'm looking at the game, I'm already thinking like, okay, the defense is the reason we lost the game. The offense is the reason. The quarterback is the reason we lost. And to me, Kirk Cousins, there was moments where I'm like, okay, you know what, Kirk Cousins, this right here, you can prove to me that you're not the reason that we're losing these games. And in a moment where all he needs to do is make a big, he doesn't even have to like, I'm not even saying like he has to make a big play where he gets a first down or he gets a touchdown for us to win the game. The only thing is he'll mess up so badly to the point I'm like, yep, trust me. There's moments where he's messed up very badly, like in a big moment situation where to me, as much as you want to blame other people and say, yeah, Kirk Cousins is doing his job, at least if he would have stepped up in those big moments, I could have been like, you know what, Kirk Cousins, I get that. It's not just your fault. It's the team. It's the play calling. Because, like, trust me, there's been moments like when it's third down and he needs to get a first down or it's fourth down and we're losing the game and he messes up. I mean, I just feel like it's the Viking thing in general. Because I know the play calling sucks, but it's like, damn, we actually legit know how to mess up opportunities. Like, it's funny how you can, like, legit see it coming. I feel like we're one of those teams where I literally don't get it. How do you mess up? I don't know. To me, but for me, I feel like Kirk Cousins has been part of the problem where there's been opportunities completely messed up and it's been so obvious.
I don't know. For me, for this season, I feel like our defense is the biggest disappointment.
I don't know.
For how they played. There was a lot of games where our defense didn't show up. They were just like, I don't know, just letting teams hang around instead of closing teams out. And then actually our defense and our offense, because there are games, our offense, they're getting third and out
I know.
instead of moving the ball and winning the game completely. And instead of winning the game completely, we're giving the other team chances to come back.
I know. That's exact. I mean, yeah. For me, our defense. There's been plays where, first of all, for me, that's what I'm saying. Mike Zimmer or whoever was the defensive coordinator, but I mostly blame Mike Zimmer. There's been plays where we're winning the game, and like the other team gets the ball, and you could clearly tell the way the defensive, whoever's calling the defensive plays, is playing scared. Like it's so obvious. Like we're scared. Like it cannot get any more. Like even for a person that's not a true like a football fan or that doesn't understand how like defensive plays are called, it's like we're just playing so scared. Like we're playing so off to the point where it's like, okay, we get it. You don't want to score a touchdown, but like, are you really don't trust our defense to be able to like just play defense in general? Like to me, it's like as soon as we go up, we start to play scared. Like, okay, you know what? Let's just hold on to this lead. Like, just go and play. Like, just go and play. Like, just because you're up doesn't mean you need to start being conservative and playing scared.
I know, yeah. A lot of times we did play scared.
Just like, what the hell? And it's like so obvious. And to me, I don't get why he does that when we actually have a lot of talent. And I mean, I know our defense, to be honest, I feel like our talent on our defense has went down, but we still do have a lot of talent on our defense. So, but I don't know. To me, I guess the biggest thing I would say for offseason is let's get rid of Mike Zimmer. To be honest, for the draft, I want us to get, to be honest, I want us to get a cornerback, like a cornerback or a safety. Maybe an offensive line. Everything else, I feel like we're pretty solid, to be honest.
For me, for the draft, I want to get a lineman.
Yeah, I guess that too. But our cornerbacks are pretty bad too, except for Patrick Peterson.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, I think I'll actually, you know what? Let's get an offensive line. So Kirk Cousins, I can finally have one more year to blame him if we keep him, and then this time he needs. Nah, I don't care. To me, damn man, I wish. Like, let me see. What can we do to get rid of Kirk Cousins? I can't even think of anything. We would have to be rebuilding, and I don't want us to rebuild. That means we would have to waste some years on a rookie quarterback or like a rookie or like a. Because I don't think we can trade for a good quarterback right now. There's no way we can get any good quarterback that would want to come to Minnesota. That's still like decently like young in his active career.
I don't think our draft pick is gonna be good enough to get a quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, to be honest, if we're willing to develop, but who the hell tries to develop a quarterback in Minnesota? There's no way Minnesota will ever develop a good quarterback.
I know, yeah. Minnesota can't develop good quarterbacks.
They already have to be good, so that's yeah. We would have to get like a first round or first overall or something top 5 pick. But yeah, I guess what's your biggest move for the offseason the Vikings should do?
You said what's the biggest move?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Get a defensive end.
Oh, defensive end, not an offensive lineman?
Yeah, defensive lineman.
Oh, okay. Wait, why?
Just because I feel like our defense, we need somebody else on the defensive end that can rush and get to the quarterback and help the rest of the defense up.
And I guess that would help with our secondary to our corners. I mean, yeah, to me, damn, our defense actually is, damn, we do need help on our defense. Because to me, I would say I want us to get a cornerback or like even a safety, but mostly a cornerback more than anything.
Oh.
But also, to be honest, if I feel like our offensive weapons are so strong that maybe if we got a really good offensive lineman that can give more protection to Kirk Cousins, our offense, if really Kirk Cousins isn't the problem, then it would help them out to get more protection. And hopefully, with all the weapons we have, it will offset how bad our defense has played so that we can just score a lot of points.
Yeah, I do feel like an offensive lineman will be important to get to. So to me, either an offensive lineman or defensive lineman will be good for our team.
I mean, I would say an offensive lineman or like a defensive back, like a cornerback specifically.
Okay.
Yeah. But for me, I would say, man, Kirk Cousins, hell no. I guess we're gonna keep him, but trust me, I'm not giving him any breaks next year. I'm not. I don't care. As soon as he messed up,
I don't know what Kirk Cousins did, but I feel like you're not recognizing what a season he had.
Nah, I don't care. That's how I've been saying every year. Kirk Cousins could be an MVP winner, MVP winner. Trust me, like I said, there's moments where he could have stepped up. That's all I care about. I don't care how your season looks. I don't care how your stats look. There's moments where he could have stepped up and he didn't. To me, that's all that matters. And I'm not even lying. There's literally moments in the game where I was like, okay, a good quarterback right here will step up. And it's not just one time he didn't step up. It's enough times for me to be like, you know what? There's moments in the game where if you're really a good player, I don't care. You can score one touchdown when the game is on the line, just like how the Buccaneers, Tom Brady was able to drive down the field and win the game. When the game is on the line, at some point you have to prove you're a player that people can rely on. And to me, I've never seen him prove that. I know, obviously, like I said, it's way bigger than him, but if he even proved that to me just a little bit, I'll give him a break. But he hasn't proved that to me at all.
Yeah, for me, I felt like Kirk Cousins did his job for the most part. So I don't see how he didn't step up. I feel like if anything, the offensive line didn't step up at times when the game was on the line.
Yeah, I know. The offensive line didn't step up. I do know that too. I don't know, but I think Kirk. I don't know, man. To me, like I said, I don't care. I'm like being a Viking fan. I'm not gonna be patient because I feel like that's what everybody wants. Everybody in Minnesota just wants patience. Trust me. At the end of the day, if this was another team, the players will probably be getting booed off the field for how talented they are and wasting their talent. And to me, I don't care. At the end of the day, Kirk Cousins has been here long enough, and you can keep saying that, oh, it wasn't his fault. But to me, in my opinion, he's had enough chances to prove if he's really the true leader that he's supposed to be, at some point he has to take responsibility. Just like,
I mean, I could see if you said other seasons he didn't step up, but this season Kirk Cousins showed up this season.
Yeah, he did some games. To me, it's just the inconsistency. There's been games where I trust me. Like I don't know if you remember this one play where I don't even remember what team was against. We were supposed to drive down the field and win the game, and he didn't even line up under the center, so we wasted a timeout or something. Me, that could be a small play, but there's been other plays like that where it's like the game is on the line, we're trying to drive down the field quickly, and he'll do something where I'm like, he'll just throw the ball in the ground, or like he'll throw the ball at the receiver's feet. And for me, that's what I'm talking about. Moments like, and I know he's probably getting pressured and rushed, but moments like that, to me, it's like, that was the moment exactly for you to step up. Literally, it's fourth quarter, the game is on the line. Every other time I could be like, you know what, it's the offensive line's fault, but that was the time for you to step up and you didn't. So that's what I'm talking about for me.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess then, to be honest, I don't even care about the last game. The Bears, I want us to win, but at this point, I'm already worried about the offseason. I just want us to make some nice moves in the offseason.
Hell no, I wish we lose to the Bears so we can get a better draft pick.
That's why I think the draft pick has already been set.
I
think it's already been set, so there's no point of us losing. Matter of fact, for me, this is what damn, I guess it doesn't matter. I was about to say, I wanted to see like some of the other quarterbacks. If I have a young quarterback, they should just put him in the game and see how he does. But yeah, to be honest, for me, I just want us to. I want the media. Then after the Bears game, I want us to address what offseason moves we're going to be making.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I guess that could be it for the call for today then.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.